2025, Houstonic.live, and we are making a prediction here that Airbus isn't going to significantly expand upon its recent announcements and initiatives, which include building its engines in India. And this announcement was on November 13th, 2025. Several new factories and research and development centers in India, cooperation with Airbus, and Airbus is based in France, and they have some legal operations in Leiden, but most of their business operations and main manufacturing right now is in France and other small parts throughout Europe. October 3rd this year, Airbus executives visited India to assess the situation. Of course, something like this is really more ceremonial than actually doing strategy and planning on the ground. A little over a year ago, October 24th, 2024, Airbus inaugurates India and South Asia headquarters in New Delhi. These are major additions. Now let's listen to this BBC video short.
We are either in a Boeing aircraft or an Airbus plane, right? But have you ever wondered, can India build its own passenger plane? Here is why we are talking about it. India recently tied up with Russia to build a passenger plane called the SJ-100 here in India. It's a 103-seater plane and is already flying with a few Russian airlines. Now, the SJ-100 has had some serious accidents, but its maker says the plane offers a high level of safety. India's defense minister has already called the plane a game changer, especially for short flights. But here's the catch. We still don't know the cost or the timelines involved. And remember, after Russia invaded Ukraine, it lost access to many Western aviation parts. Now, Russia did substitute those Western parts with homemade parts and actually flew the aircraft. But the real question is, can Russia actually deliver? Meanwhile, India's aviation market is...
Also, recently, a visit from Vladimir Putin to India regarding negotiations and trade between the nations. Now, we know that India is already sourcing many of their military aircraft, new source code, etc., from France. And I think this is where the deception of the Candace Owens operation comes into play. Now, keep in mind, she just talks endlessly about Egyptian planes and Israel and tries to avoid ever talking about India. In fact, she never even says the word India. And as we are speculating, podcasters are being paid right now and instructed to never mention India. And she's talking a lot about France wanting to assassinate her. Airbus, France, Russia, India. December 4th, 2000.